You finish setting up your new iPhone, open WhatsApp, and tap on an old chat. But instead of your photos and videos, you're staring at blurred placeholders. Your old voice notes won't play. If you search for a fix, you'll find tutorials telling you to plug your iPhone into a computer, dig into its hidden file system, and manually drag your Android media folders into the app. This does not work. As the external files bounce off the wall, iPhones use a security structure called sandboxing. Every app's data is strictly walled off in its own container. iOS blocks you from manually browsing into WhatsApp's private library or hand-dropping files into it. To get this media back, we have to start with one non-negotiable rule. All of those original photos, videos, and voice notes must still exist on your old Android phone. Every effective recovery method pulls directly from that source device. If you've already wiped or traded in the Android, those specific files are likely unrecoverable within the WhatsApp app. Check if they synced to a secondary backup, like Google Photos or an email drive, as you won't be able to push them directly back into the iOS chat history. If your old phone is still intact, your files are safe. They simply didn't complete the transfer. To move them over, you need to use a method that can actually communicate between the two devices. Android stores your backup in Google Drive, using an Android-specific format. iPhone looks exclusively for an iCloud backup. These systems cannot read each other's data. Without a direct link, a standard sign-in leaves heavy files, your photos and videos, stuck on the Android side. You have two options: the official Apple migration tool or a dedicated third-party desktop app. The official route is free, but it requires a total factory reset of your new iPhone. The third-party route allows you to keep your current iPhone setup, but requires paid software. Your choice depends on whether you prefer to preserve your current iPhone setup or use the free, officially supported tool. Let's walk through the official method. Apple's Move to iOS transfer only runs during the initial setup of an iPhone. If you've already set up your new phone, you must go into your settings, erase the device, and return to the factory Hello screen. Note that because WhatsApp cannot merge histories during this process, any new messages sent from the iPhone will be overwritten when you import your Android data. To ensure media transfers, connect the two phones directly with a USB-C cable. This provides the speed and stability to move gigabytes without interruption. On Android 17 or newer, scan a QR code on your new iPhone to pair the devices and begin the move immediately. Once the transfer screen appears, scroll through the list and make sure WhatsApp is checked before you begin the process. This is a common point of failure. The Android often reports the transfer is complete long before the data is actually ready on the iPhone. If you disconnect the phones too early, your media files will be missing. Large libraries can take over an hour. Leave both devices alone until the progress bar on the iPhone screen is entirely finished. If erasing your iPhone isn't an option, you'll need a desktop tool like MobileTrans or Watsgo. These programs require plugging both phones into a computer. The software extracts data from your Android, reformats it for iOS, and writes it directly into the WhatsApp application on your iPhone. This method can often merge your old Android history into an iPhone you're already using, which preserves your most recent messages. Using these tools means working outside the official ecosystem. They are not officially supported by WhatsApp, and free versions usually only allow you to preview your data rather than actually move it. This route allows you to bypass the factory reset, but it requires you to trust a third-party application with your private message history. Once the transfer finishes, open WhatsApp on your iPhone, complete the phone number verification, and wait for the Restore Complete notification. Scroll to your oldest media-heavy chats. Verify that the photos load clearly and the voice notes play correctly. Never wipe your old Android phone until you have physically confirmed your media is working on the new one. Deleting the source data before verifying the new device is the most common cause of permanent data loss during an upgrade. Successfully moving your history to a new operating system requires patience and a specific sequence of steps, using either the official transfer tool or a verified desktop application. If this helped you recover your photos, like the video and share it with anyone planning to switch phones. Subscribe for more no-nonsense tech guides.